GameStop is coming out and showing its true colors that they don't actually care anything about the Pokemon card community. They just want to make as much money off of you as possible. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr. Applesauce 2. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. Hope you guys know that I love you, God loves you, that there is an awesome plan for your life. So today we're going to talk about GameStop, and forgive me while I crash out here for a little bit, because that's going to be what's going to happen. I'm going to crash out. GameStop came out a while back and said, hey, we're going to cut off pre-orders because people were going around to GameStops all over the place. I'm going to give you a little context, okay? I just had my coffee, lots of coffee. People were going around to GameStops, maybe go to 10, 15 GameStops, pre-order 10 items at each one, and they would just hoard all the products, and it was a really broken aspect of the GameStop pre-ordering system where you could go pre-order 10 ETBs of whatever the new Pokemon card set is at 10 GameStops and get a ton of product. Well, GameStop said that we're going to nip that in the bud, and a while back they came out with an announcement that said, hey, we're cutting off pre-orders. We're not doing pre-orders anymore. We're just going to make stuff available on day of purchase. You got to come get in line. And while a lot of people on the surface were like, hey, that actually sounds really cool, and it actually does sound cool. It sounds like, oh man, that's great. It's going to give people a better shot. Unless you have a job, then you can't go get in line that day. That might be a problem, but it's going to cut people off from being able to pre-order 100 units and really, take everything and keep stuff out of the hands of other people. Seems great on the surface, right? Until you start to look at what GameStop's been doing, until you start to look at, hey, GameStop's actually trying to turn into an LGS. GameStop is sourcing product that's a little bit older and selling product at full market value. GameStop's buying cards cheap and turning around and selling them like a local game store. Well, what are a lot of stores doing? They're charging over MSRP on new released Pokemon card products. And while you can kind of look at a small store and be like, that sucks, but okay, I guess I'll just have to go somewhere else. When you look at a massive corporate giant like GameStop that has 4,000 stores that they're wanting to all convert to essentially a large corporate style LGS, and you think, I wonder if they're canceling pre-order opportunities and making pre-orders not a thing so that they can have people line up the day of release and charge over MSRP for things. And people were like, no way GameStop will do it. Well, here, bucko, I'm here to tell you that GameStop is doing exactly that. Somebody sent me a picture of some price tags leaked for the release of Destined Rivals. And as you can see right here, they have Destined Rivals pricing for booster boxes for $200 a booster box. And you might be like, Will, why are you crying? The market on Destined Rivals booster boxes right now is $260. Regardless of the fact that that is absolutely asinine that the market's $260 when MSRP is $160 and the set isn't even out, GameStop is going to charge $200 for a booster box of Destined Rivals when MSRP is $160, and they have not allowed people to pre-order this product at MSRP. This verifies the fear and the speculation that I had a while back when I made a video about GameStop making this announcement that they're going to cut off pre-orders, and everybody's like, oh yeah, power to the people. GameStop really does want people to be, successful and be able to get cards. And I'm like, no, I think they're kind of like power to the scalper, but they're the scalper now. When I said, hey, my fear is that GameStop's going to cut off pre-orders and they're going to make product available only in store the day of the release, and people are going to show up, and maybe product won't be market value because the market's insane, but product will probably be over MSRP. And we've had a few small releases that hasn't happened, but now we have this big set coming out, Destined Rivals, that a lot of people want, and there's pictures right here that somebody leaked from GameStop of Destined Rivals booster boxes for $200, which is essentially $40 over MSRP, which is, in my mind, and probably in your mind, you let me know, an absolute abuse of their power and what they're trying to do. This is akin to if any big store this is akin to going into Walmart or Target on release day, and they don't sell booster boxes, but getting, going up, I'm going to go to Target and I'm going to wait in line and I'm going to get my Elite Trainer box, and it's going to be $50 like it's supposed to be, and you mosey on in there to get your Elite Trainer box, and it's $85 at Walmart or Target. This is the exact same situation. They have the almost, very similar amounts of buying power. Yes, there's more Walmarts and Targets. Yes, they have more buying power than GameStop, but GameStop has more buying power and more influence than any other store that's selling Pokemon cards outside of some of the large corporate stores. Like, so any other LGS or small store, GameStop is going to be able to dominate them. This is akin to walking into Walmart or Target on the day of a release thinking you're going to get an Elite Trainer box for $50 and it's on the shelf for $85. People are going to walk into GameStop morning of release and it's going to be $200 for a booster box when MSRP is $160. It's insane. And again, people are probably going to troll me and be like, well, the market's $260. It's stupid that the market is $260. The product isn't out yet. The product is not out. And we've also seen that Destined Rivals is a cool set, but it's not going to be as hyped as everybody thinks it's going to be. We made this speculation back when GameStop said, hey, we're going to stop doing pre-orders, that I was afraid that this would happen, that maybe they weren't going to charge market on new releases, but they were going to be charging over MSRP, and this is exactly what they're doing. This is exactly what these stickers show. Be interested to see when people actually start lining up to get their Destined Rivals, what the prices are going to be. Is this an outlier store? I highly doubt this is an outlier store. Is this a troll? I highly doubt this is a troll picture. These are official GameStop pricing stickers with the discounted price below for the pro members. Oh, if you're a pro member, you can get a booster box for $190, only have to pay $30 over MSRP. You'll save $70 off of the hyped, inflated market. This is the problem with what GameStop's doing. This is the problem with a company that has billions of dollars in the bank and 4,000 stores trying to turn into a local game store. This is the inherent problem with that, because they can implement policies and they can meet in the middle, not charge MSRP, but not charge market, and meet in the middle and be the hero and still make a killing off of the community and set a precedent for every other store to do the same thing. Just like Nintendo setting the precedent for an incredibly high price for the Switch 2 and jacking the new games coming out up to $80, $90, and other companies are now talking about we're going to have $100 video games. This is a very similar situation where a company that has the power to start doing this, Walmart's, hey, GameStop's making an extra 20% margins on their products. Why don't we just jack up the prices, MJ Holdings? Let's just jack up the prices on these products. People are going to buy them. Hey, Target's Excel. Let's jack up our ETBs on release day to $75. People are going to buy it because the market's going to be $100. Let's just have a variable price on it all. Why don't we do that? This is the inherent problem with things like this happening. This is why I crash out over things like this, because when an LGS does it, whatever. It's a small store, doesn't really have a massive cultural impact on the community. When a big company like GameStop with 4,000 stores starts to implement policy like this, it's scary, because if they start to adopt something, smaller stores and even potentially bigger stores could look at what they're doing and say, if they're getting away with it, why don't we make some more money? I'll be interested to see how many scalpers actually line up to GameStop to pay $200 for a booster box. Probably a lot. If they can turn around and sell it for $250, that's still a huge margin. It's insane. Pokemon card market's insane. Let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation about GameStop. I've canceled my pro membership a long time ago. I've seen them for what they are, and they are not power to the player, power to the people. They're power to the scalpers, and they're the new scalper. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. That is free for you to do. It really helps the channel. And if you like my content, YouTube says you'll like that video next, so go check it out. Like I always say, find somebody to love and serve today. Be the change you want to see in the world. See you next time.